In an era of great all-rounders, he was perhaps the greatest. He was a charismatic and inspiring leader. He is a tireless worker for charity and a champion of the poor and underprivileged. The Lion of Pakistan, Imran Khan, is one of ESPN's legends of cricket. In the twilight of his career, Imran Khan led Pakistan to its greatest triumph, an improbable victory in the 1992 World Cup.
When Imran was captain, there was never any question of anyone else being in charge. And I think that, probably more than anything, is what won them that World Cup down in Australia. And more than anything, it's the thing that has put him on a bit of a pedestal in terms of Pakistan cricket. I mean, Imran Khan is right up there, considered to be the #1 man in Pakistan cricket.
He was the only one who always would tell us in the team meeting that we are going to win it. He was there always encouraging us, even when we were losing, even when somebody was winning. You know, to keep that spirit going through when you're losing is important. I think he led simply outstandingly well in that World Cup.
He's bowled him.
He had a presence that managed to make Pakistan into world beaters, and that is the greatest thing that he ever achieved, was unity in the team that he captained.
Danny Morrison round the wicket, digs it in short, and Imran's hammered him again.
As a bowler, Imran had genuine pace and could move the old and new ball in the air.
Well, that's got to be close. He didn't offer a shot, and Barnes is out.
Very highly talented, very skilled with the ball, and also very able with the bat. So a great all-rounder, one of the best of that time. And in Test cricket, he was a difficult opponent because he could bowl really quickly, very aggressively, and make some runs down the order as well.
I thought he was an exceptional bowler. He was the first one who introduced reverse swing and genuine pace. If you had a pace meter on Imran Khan, he would have been up around about 87, 88 miles an hour, which for a fellow with an action of economy, was quite good.
It's gone.
Very positive, very aggressive. He hated to lose against any side. He wanted his team to perform like him, to behave like him, and that was to believe in the ability and believe that they can win against any side. So he was really, really tough on himself and on his team, and that's why Pakistan team has performed so well under him.
Imran was a stylish, hard-hitting batsman with a sound, orthodox technique.
Oh, pulled it away, beautiful shot.
Imran Khan, I think towards the end of his career, realized that his pace was going down as a bowler and he had to contribute more as a batsman. And towards the end of his career, he became, I think, one of the better batsmen in the world. Started batting at number 3, number 4.
As a captain, Imran led his country with authority and vision.
I think he was Pakistan's greatest captain, there's no doubt about it. His ability to motivate youngsters was quite amazing. He passed on the art, he was always talking to the likes of Wasim or Waqar. And I think the attitude, when you see the aggressive attitude and positive attitude of the young Pakistani bowlers, you got to thank Imran Khan for that, because he was instrumental there.
He was always there, the first one to be there at the ground and last one to leave the ground. He was a hard-working to the core, and that's what made him such a successful captain.
Imran Khan was, for me, the greatest ever Pakistan captain, and he was the one who could ask or issue instructions and know that they were going to be obeyed. He's the only one I've known over the years who could do that. A wonderful cricketer as well.
drive, that's down the ground, that's knocked away by Campbell. They're going through the single, that's 100 for Imran. Well played, a superb captain's knock.
Imran Khan was first selected for Pakistan in 1971, aged 18. It would be another 5 years before he would establish himself at the highest level.
He was probably picked before his time. I think he was picked purely on a great talent, but a very undisciplined talent, who, when he was first selected, was really feeling his way in first-class cricket, let alone being thrown into Test cricket. And some of his early performances, he came across as an undisciplined cricketer. And he really didn't solidify his place in the side until 1975, 1976. But in that meantime, from his Test debut in 71 through there, he had studied at Oxford University. And I think learnt much about life, much about himself, and much about cricket in that period.
In 1976-77, Imran finally made an impact on Test cricket when he took 4 wickets in an innings and made a half-century against New Zealand. In Australia later that season, he took 5 wickets in the second innings of the second Test. A week later, he took 12 wickets in Sydney.
Probably his first great performance was in Sydney in 76-7 when he took 12 wickets. And that was the series that he sort of became an established Test cricketer. And his game evolved from there.
Imran Khan was a fantastic cricketer, so he could lead from the front. He would never ask people to go out there to do things he couldn't do, or to tell people things that were impossible, because he knew he could do it. That means others could do it. Bat, ball in the field, fantastic athlete. That series that he had against the West Indies was a tough series, because West Indies had an outstanding team. But because he believed, he made Pakistan believe.
After taking 25 wickets against the West Indies in the Caribbean, Imran joined World Series cricket. In the company of the world's finest fast men, he honed his bowling skills even further.
For a budding fast bowler to be in an environment that also featured opponents such as Lilly and the great West Indies fast bowlers Roberts, Holding, Garner. And he also had the good fortune, playing for the World 11 in World Series cricket, that he was playing with fast bowlers such as Mike Proctor.
Well, I don't know whether I gave advice to Imran Khan or he gave me advice. It was really a matter of discussing the game of cricket. World Series cricket was a huge challenge. We were quite matey. We just discussed the pros and cons of being all-rounders.
I think I must say whatever Pakistan cricket has done after Imran's retirement or Javed Miandad's retirement, those two main guys showed us that how to tackle the world, how to tackle the world cricket and how to beat the world cricket. And after that we won a lot of series against a lot of sides, even their home turfs. And I think that's the positive mark Imran left in me, in Makar Yunus, and in people like Umar Gul, people like Shoaib Akhtar, all these bowlers. And that's what we picked up from him. And I think we should thank Imran Khan to give us the good foundation how to be a great fast bowler.
I would say that Imran was the one that I rated very highly. A penetrative new ball bowler. As a batsman, he could bat any sort of innings, where he could bat high in the order and play a very subdued sort of innings, or if necessary, take the attack to the bowler and change the course of the match. And of course, he fielded sort of okay, and he was a captain, and he was more consistent, I believe, than the rest of us.
From 1979 to 1982, Imran was clearly Pakistan's chief strike bowler. Against Sri Lanka in 1982, he took 8 for 58 and 6 for 58. Still the best match statistics in Test history for a Pakistani bowler. In England in 1982, Imran Khan was a revelation. He'd been a compromise choice as Pakistani captain, but he immediately showed his leadership qualities. The Lion of Pakistan was born.
What he was able to bring was to a very kind of flamboyant Pakistani team, probably real discipline and edge to them, but allowing them to express their natural talent. Probably Pakistan have not had a captain like Imran, since he's finished, to be able to bring not a team of individuals, but all very different characters. And occasionally you could say that Pakistan were ill-disciplined, but he was able to bring all their talents to the table and to get them to produce.
Pakistan, I think, have produced a lot of great cricketers, but they have never really produced too many great teams because of leadership. And I think Imran Khan, the leadership that he brought to that Pakistan team, made him, in my opinion, the greatest captain Pakistan perhaps ever had, but certainly the best one I ever saw.
After losing the England series narrowly, Pakistan went on to beat Australia and England at home. In these two series, totaling 9 test matches, Imran took an amazing 53 wickets. During the 1982-83 series against India, Imran took 40 wickets in the series, despite struggling with what was thought to be deep-seated bruising to a shin. It was later confirmed that he had a severe stress fracture. He would not bowl another ball in Test cricket for 3 years.
He didn't play at his peak when he was 30, 31 years old, when bowlers touches their peak of fast bowling. When you get to know as a bowler about reverse swing, when you know as a bowler how to bowl the new ball, Imran didn't play for 2 years because of his shin injuries. So I think he got 366 wickets. He would have been easily gone past 450, I reckon, if he would have played those 2 years. But definitely one of the fastest bowlers in that particular area, that's for sure, and dangerous.
Season 1984-85 was a highly significant one for Imran. His mother became ill with cancer, and he took his first tentative steps back onto the cricket field.
When Imran came back into the side, and once he had his confidence in his leg, he was as influential and important a cricketer as he had been before the injury. And through 1985 to 1987, Imran was once again probably the greatest all-rounder in the game at the time.
Imran played a key role in New South Wales' 1984-85 Sheffield Shield victory, performed well in the ensuing World Championship of Cricket, then produced a superb spell of 6 for 14 from 10 overs against India in a one-day tournament in Sharjah. In 1986-87, Imran, restored to the captaincy, led Pakistan to its first ever Test series win against India in India. He made 135 not out in the first Test, but he decided that 1987 would be his last year in international cricket.
The India-Pakistan rivalry has been often compared to the Ashes, but the cricket hasn't been like the Ashes, because the cost of defeat has always been greater than the rewards of victory. You know, if you lost a series, you almost always got sacked as captain, and the players' careers finished if you did badly in an India-Pakistan series.
In 1987 at the Oval, Imran led Pakistan to an unassailable lead in the Test series against England. In the last match, he ensured the series victory, the first for Pakistan and England, with an imperious 118.
100 in what he says will be his last Test match. A great performance from Imran Khan, beautiful innings.
Following his personal triumph against England, Imran led Pakistan in the 1987 World Cup. But the unfancied Australians upset the Pakistanis in a semi-final and went on to win the series. Imran's career was over, or so he thought. Javed Miandad led Pakistan to a home series win over England in 1987-88. But it seemed the whole country wanted Imran Khan to return. Javed resigned the captaincy, and Imran made his comeback for an outstanding 3-Test series against the West Indies.
Imran was persuaded, as he says, against his better judgment, to come back and play in that series. And the series turned out to be one of the finest series of the 1980s, which Pakistan, for a fair part of it, looked as though they would prevail, but in the end, the series ended with a 1-1 draw.
We were the only team at the time who always came close to the West Indies to beating them, but never could. And I think we really played amazing cricket there. The first test we won, the second test match we draw, and the third test match we lost. So it was a very close series, and West Indies in 86, 88 was one of the best sides in the world. It was very difficult for any team to even come closer to West Indies, and Pakistan team did under Imran.
I think Imran Khan gave a calmness and a direction to a cricket team, and they were one team that actually matched the West Indies home and away for test matches when he was in charge of Pakistan.
Imran ended his test career with a win over Sri Lanka, and then led Pakistan to victory in the 1992 World Cup.
He's beaten the mid-off fielder for 4 more.
Good shot. That's his 50.
88 balls for his 50.
Throughout 92, you could see the force of Imran's personality really carrying Pakistan. They had a lot of good players, but they lost 3 out of their 5 matches, and you know, one more loss, they were out of the tournament. And I guess something snapped and something happened, and then the team turned around, and Imran started batting at number 3, scored runs there, and somehow he, you know, got the best out of all his teammates.
Imran Khan in particular was a very mentally strong man again, and a great leader. When Imran Khan took 10 others with him out onto the field, the 10 others that went out there with him believed in him, believed in the team that he was leading, and believed that Pakistan could achieve anything. That is the greatest thing about Imran Khan.
Imran Khan has led his side to victory. What a great victory.
In retirement, Imran set himself the monumental task of raising the money to build a cancer hospital in Lahore in memory of his mother. As he fought to raise funds for the hospital, Imran became a focus, a champion for Pakistan's underprivileged. By 1997, he was campaigning for political office.
Every cricketer wants him to succeed. Most of the Pakistanis do want him to succeed, but it's a different ball game, politics. You know, he sounds very positive, and I hope that you know, he in a political setup can make a contribution as he did in cricket.
Not many people managed to become more famous after being cricketers than they were as cricketers, but Imran has managed that. He's become a strident politician in Pakistan. He was one of the most fervent opposers of the Musharraf regime, and his movement for democratic change has never quite taken off politically, but he has put him in the spotlight. Basically, he's possibly the global spokesman for Pakistan politics these days. He of course married a socialite, Jemima Khan, Jemima Goldsmith as was, and so for a time he was very much on the social whirl in London and everywhere else that social whirls occur, and he was and also charity-wise, he established a cancer hospital in memory of his mother who died of cancer, generating huge funds.
I think right now Imran has been doing amazingly well in charity with his hospital, SKMT, Shaukat Khan Memorial Trust, where poor people get free treatment, cancer treatment, which is very expensive, and for that he has to raise money all year round, every year round, about $40 to $50 million, I reckon, if I'm not mistaken. And as far as in politics, I think people are taking him seriously now. He speaks from the heart, and one quality I know Imran, and I can vouch for him, that he's a very honest person, and I think honesty is a big requirement in our politics back home.
Whoopo, there it is, and it is 6.
Just as Imran Khan fought his way to the pinnacle of cricket success, it would be premature to write him off as a future political force. For the present, though, he leaves behind the record of an astonishing all-round cricketer and a leader of rare quality.
Imran was definitely happier being a leader. I mean, he knew his own mind and spoke it, very articulately. And I mean, it's not impossible to imagine him becoming Prime Minister of Pakistan, which he seems to aspire to. So you know, he was a genuine leader.
I think he had a tremendous effect on Pakistan cricket because he influenced so many of the younger bowlers coming through. I think they all looked up to him. They all respected him. It's actually a pity in a way that he's not more involved there, or hasn't been more involved from a cricketing point of view throughout time since he's retired. Clearly he's had other ambitions and he's got into a totally different field of life and walk of life.
He was, I thought, quite outstanding for Pakistan cricket, and not all that's happened since he's gone has been of the same quality.
Imran Khan played in 88 test matches. He made 3,807 runs at an average of 37.69. He made 6 centuries. He took 362 test match wickets at an average of 22.81. In 175 one-day internationals, he made 3,709 runs at 33.41 and took 182 wickets.
You are rated Imran one of the finest all-round cricketers that I've ever seen, and he was a great captain, tremendous captain. And I mean, the players respected him. He held them together. He held the Pakistan team together.
He's been a colossal figure off the pitch as well, which is, given how colossal he was on the pitch, is a remarkable achievement.
I got to play Imran in my first series, and he was a great inspiration. Just by looking at him, the way he conducted himself, and so disciplined he was, it's a sign of a great sportsman.
Imran found the right guys, gave them freedom, and told them that, you know, you just go and play, and I'm there to look after everything else. And people looked up to him. You know, if you, I was speaking to Ramesh Raja a couple of months earlier, and he said he was describing Imran Khan as a leader, and he said that, you know, when he was in the dressing room, we were in awe of him. People called him a bit of a dictator, but it was kind of leadership that Pakistan needed at that point. And yeah, without him, Pakistan couldn't have won the World Cup. Pakistan wouldn't have been the team that they were for those 3 or 4 years.
His bowling statistics place him amongst the finest of all time, and he could have secured a place in most test teams as a specialist batsman. But it is his exceptional leadership qualities that elevates him beyond even the greatest of his peers. Imran Khan's all-round ability, force of character and integrity have earned him a place of honour amongst ESPN's legends of cricket.